Hey, it's Alex.
Hey, it's Ryan.
Welcome to the Pucking Panthers podcast, where we don't give a puck.
Okay. So we're going to hop right in. We haven't made an episode in a couple weeks, but we just came back down 4 goals in the third period against Boston, who arguably is the best team in the league.
I guess.
I mean...
Well, not lately. They're on a 4-game losing streak now.
Well,
and they just blew on them.
They blew it.
They blew it.
Choked. Imagine being a Boston fan.
Imagine being a Panther fan.
We won, baby. We won. That's all I care about. All right, so we had a tough start against Boston.
Tough start. I'll say this. Bobrovsky had a bad game. I'm a big Bobrovsky supporter. Everyone knows that if they follow me on Twitter. But I'll say that was probably his worst game of the season. I'll say that.
I respect that take.
I know you're a hater.
I ain't a hater. I want results, and we got results from one goalie last night. That's what changed the game.
Well, they kind of didn't pressure at all. I mean, they didn't really pressure at all. We were just all over them. I'm just saying, we were just all over them in the third period.
He made big saves though.
No, I know. In overtime, it was big in overtime. Yeah, I know. But I mean, I can make an excuse that Bob made big saves in the first period too.
Yeah, but he also
I know. I'm just saying. It doesn't really matter.
What do you think? Who should be in net on Thursday?
I guess Montembeault.
I would. Yeah. See, I think that Montembeault should play a little more until Bob completely figures it out. I think he should not super not a lot, but just here and there, just throw him in one more game. Just ride him out.
The problem is though, when you have a goalie that's making that much money,
I know
he is
he's the star. I understand.
No, when he's I'm not saying. A goalie like that, you kind of have to just push them out there and just make them figure it out, kind of, instead of just I don't know.
There's a lot of big
Carey Price. If Carey Price has a bad game, you don't think that they're just going to throw him out the next game and not put in their backup?
I don't know. Montembeault is playing. He's fine.
I love Montembeault.
I would keep rolling with him for just one more game, and then Saturday we play the Rangers. Yeah. Then I would throw Bobrovsky in on that one. And I don't know. Montembeault, he saved the game yesterday, and obviously we came shooting back, but that was a tough start from Bob.
Yeah.
I don't know. We are in third place. In
the Atlantic.
Yes.
Tampa bust.
Tampa's
they can't take the heat from that playoff round.
The sweep really threw them off
in the first round.
What's their problem? Are they not scoring?
I hate them.
You hate them? Who do you hate more, Boston or Tampa?
Tampa.
Oh, really?
Tampa, yeah.
You hate Boston?
I don't give a shit about Boston. I've gotten over them. I just expect a loss, so I just don't even care.
Yeah, but also
last night was a great win, though. I'm very happy.
That was the best win.
But I was literally
obviously.
I was just watching the game and just not even caring at all. So it's I just expect a loss against them. It's a problem, but I've just grown accustomed to it. Just like Pittsburgh. I expect a loss against them. I don't know why. We never beat them.
Yeah.
But when we beat them, I'm very happy. We played them very good a couple weeks ago. Beat them 4-2, and I was very happy. But yeah.
So, what I was gonna say about Montembeault playing, just playing Thursday, it's not a big deal because we're scoring a lot. We're top 5 in goals. I know. We're scoring.
It's insane.
It seems like we're scoring at least 4 goals most games. So we're set there. Even when Bob or Montembeault have a bad game, we're still in it somehow.
Does it feel like to you? Because I feel like when I'm watching the games, even when they're I guess even when we're giving up a lot of goals, I still don't feel like either goalie is really having a bad game. Other than last game, Boston, Bob had a bad game. Those are really bad goals to give up. Monty he was giving out bad games. I know, but I'm saying Monty against Montembeault against Vancouver, he had a bad game. He was letting in some weak goals. Yeah. But I feel like when I'm watching these games, I feel like we're scoring a lot.
Yeah.
And it's even when the other team is scoring a lot on us, I don't feel like they're really having bad games. I don't feel like we're really having bad games. It's kind of just it's a big scoring thing. We're just if our defense
but
not good,
then I
the
see
goalies are not saving. But it's like I don't know. But I don't feel like we're still playing bad.
Yeah,
I don't know.
get it, but like, the Panthers are in a good spot because Bobrovsky obviously is going to play better, like numbers wise, and then
like his stats wise,
like stats wise, he's obviously going. It's going to get better because just like I don't know if we said this, but I don't know if we said it on video or privately. Like when Barkov, he wasn't scoring goals. And the Panthers were still winning and getting points.
Oh, okay. I was going to bring that up.
So eventually, that's going to happen with Bobrovsky.
But the stats. See, me personally, I think he's been fine. I think he's making big time saves. I don't think we have 9 wins right now if we didn't have Bobrovsky. Even if he's letting in all those goals, I don't think we have 9 wins right now with him.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
He makes one more save a game, we're golden. That's all.
Yeah, I know, but if you look back at the 9 wins that we have, a lot of those wins, there were so many big chances that the other team had that he made a huge save.
Yeah.
Multiple huge saves.
Right.
I don't think we get that save.
It's just consistent
with other goals.
I know.
That it's not as many goals going in. I understand. I know.
Once that happens, and if we can continue clicking offensively, because it seems like it's a different team obviously, but with the Panthers, one side will click and then the other will fall apart. We'll be scoring and then our defense is garbage, or our defense will be great and then we're scoring
our goalies are letting in, and then our goalies are letting in weak ass goals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And then our offense can't score for shit, like against Islanders.
I like to say this right now: good teams win.
Yeah, they find a way to win.
We
last night was a good example.
Yeah, we weren't. What I was not upset about because we're getting points, but we need to start putting winning streaks together. That's a good team puts winning streaks. Not
right now,
1
we got
year.
2 wins.
That's what I'm saying.
It's good.
Not
and we have a really good chance with a lot of home games coming up. A lot of home games.
That's what we need to win. How many do we have? 9 this month or something?
Well, we have 14 and 16. I know
14.
Out of the next 16 games, we have 14.
I think it's 9 or something. Something crazy. So we can hop ahead and win. I think the next few are at home.
Yeah, 4 in a row. 4 in a row. We got Winnipeg, we got Rangers, we have Philly, and we have Anaheim. I don't know if it's in that particular order, but I'm pretty sure it's those 4
the
games.
Other two, the last 2 would just be flopped. I know the Thursday and Saturday.
Yeah.
So we win 3 out of 4 of those, and I mean, you're sitting probably second in the. We could be first.
We're getting the points. We're getting it. We really are. I mean, people do those charts and they say the 5 and 6 they look like. They look at, I think that's how they do it. They look at 5 games, and it's a 5-game set, and you got to get at least 6 points in those. Right. You know what I mean? We've been staying way above schedule. I mean, dude, November already started, and we're already 3-1-1. That's great. I mean, and we have so many home games coming up now. But I just wanted to say, okay, moving on from this kind of talking, the goaltending. Okay, we already brought it up a little. Barkov.
Yeah.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
This is the Barkov that we want.
We have 2
this is the Barkov.
Last night, I think.
Huberdeau had 3 assists, and now this is kind of a sad kind of stat for the franchise, but Huberdeau is now tied with Weiss for the most assists in this franchise. It just shows that no player really sticks here for that long.
He's been here, 7
now
years?
We have these Huberdeau and Barkov. They have the potential to be lifelong Panthers. You know what I mean? If we're good, and we have Q for another 5 years, and let's say this team really gels for 5 years. Dude, we have 2 players that could find, maybe even Ekblad, that could be lifelong Panthers. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's
I think
great.
two players who will, and maybe not should, but probably will be top 10 in points in the league.
Top 10?
Top 10, most points. Barkov and Huberdeau.
Oh yeah, 100%.
At least one of them always.
They're both on fire.
Both are right now, I think, top 10.
They're both 24 points. They're both 24 points at 18 games. They're already on pace to break their. I think they're on pace to break their 96 and 90 points from last year.
The only combo that's better is McDavid and Draisaitl. And hey, if that's what you have, I'm taking that all day.
They're so good, and I'm so happy to see Barkov. I wanted to talk about Barkov specifically. I'm so happy to see him get out. I said on Twitter that he needed that first goal, and then it was gonna bounce, and then it was gonna break through. He got that one goal. I said, and it was such a greasy goal. It wasn't even a good goal at all. And it I think it was it just bounced off him or something. He didn't even mean to deflect it. And I tweeted that hopefully now the floodgates open, and then boom, 5 games in a row he has a goal. He didn't score last night, but another 2 assists, and he's killing it now. He looks like himself now. He's controlling the puck. He's back checking. Everything looks good with him again.
I want to obviously Barkov is obviously amazing, the best player. I want to talk. Can I talk about Huberdeau? Yeah, Huberdeau looks like he's playing like with the confidence of like a top 15 forward. Like with how he kicked it to himself. Like he's like going out there. I know I'm better than you, and he's shitting on them.
Can I bring up my
what?
my tweet?
What?
That I said, is it time to start arguing about who's our best player?
No, it's
Barkov
not.
versus Huberdeau?
It's not. It's not.
No. I think they're both very good, but Barkov, I know. Barkov is, because he has just an all-around game.
Yeah.
Huberdeau is good at defense and offense, everything, but Barkov is just to another level, and he still does the offense. Yeah. You know? It's just an all-together game.
All right, so we've been positive.
Yeah.
So let's...
Another positive?
Let's rate someone.
No, well, I can make another positive. One more positive.
All right.
I think Ekblad's having a great year. I think Ekblad looks amazing. I'm telling you,
on Twitter,
he's slow. He's slow. I agree. He's not the best skater, but
which
I
is
think
wild.
Barkov.
Because look at his garage. The man has his skating thing. He can skate 24 hours a day, and he just does. I feel like he doesn't lift his legs. Honestly,
I feel like by the end of this year, he's going to be the clear-cut number 1 defenseman for us.
Sure.
I think he's doing great.
Yeah.
I think he took steps last year, even under Bugner, and I think this year he's solid.
Yeah.
I think he's solid defensively, and he's putting up points, and he scored last night. Yeah. The first goal he started off, and I mean, the guy's looking good. He's looking good.
I don't know how many career games he's had, but he's definitely in that like
he's taking the next step. You're saying, yeah.
What is it? 250
years old.
Yeah, no.
He's 23. Like it's
what
insane
is
how
it?
young
250 or 300 career
300 games. Dale Dallin likes to say.
He's I'm sure right on that mark, close. So we're seeing like what he could be. Can we rip? Can I rip someone?
Yeah, we can rip someone.
Who do you think it's gonna be? One on offense and one on defense.
Offense. I'm gonna say Trocheck.
No, I'm not gonna say him. I could.
Offense. Well, I can tell you someone who's kind of annoying me, but...
Who? That's probably who I'm thinking.
Dryden Hunt?
No, I'm thinking Hoffman.
Hoffman? All right.
Just like...
Yeah, I know.
He's so one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like
and people just look at his 30 goals and they get so mad when you say...
He's so one-dimensional. Like, he's great to have on the power play. Like, but who I know, but he fired...
I'm getting annoyed with it, honestly. We can talk about that.
Who did we play who is it, 2 or 3 games ago? Who the hell did we play? Not the game before Boston. Who the fuck did we play?
Rangers?
Yeah, there was a power play where 3 straight times he just
tried to get him.
He launched it right at the goalie and like right in his chest. And like he would be good if he tried to make a move and then maybe with wrist shot, but like it's just straight like Pierre did the same thing.
Well, I know. The thing that I don't like about it is that it seems like when they're on the power play, sometimes that's just
what
their strategy.
Yeah.
And it's so obvious, and I don't like it because
we have Barkov,
Huberdeau on this side, I would much rather Yandel bring it to this side. I would rather him pass it to Huberdeau and Huberdeau line up the shot and take that nasty wrist shot that he has. Huberdeau has a nasty wrist shot, and he hits it almost every time if it doesn't get blocked.
Right. I would go skill over like a power shot all day. Like if you have your 2 best players...
It's good
and
when
it's Barkov and Huberdeau. They should have the puck, not Hoff. Like, give it to him
to take a shot if you have the shot.
That should be like a change-up. That shouldn't be like, if we're talking baseball, like, that shouldn't be our fast, like, our number 1 pitch. That should be like, throw him a curveball, you know?
Like, I just don't like how obvious it looks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That could be like your switch up. Your main attack should be Huberdeau Barkov.
You see him open, boom, hit it to him, boom, and he has that shot. You know he has that shot. You know what I mean? But otherwise, you got to get it to Huberdeau to get to Barkov, to get to Dadonov, to get to back to Huberdeau, back. You know what I mean? Do some plays to open it up because when it goes to him, it either is a booming shot or it's dead on his stick. Yeah. And then he does some stupid back pass that 99% of the time it doesn't work, and then we lose the puck, and it goes back the other way or it gets dumped out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I go defense?
Can I just say I mentioned Dryden Hunt. I don't want people to get mad at me because I think Dryden Hunt's having a good year, okay year. The 4th line is amazing. Our 4th line is amazing. But
what do we say? What do we say for years?
that the fourth line has to contribute.
Yes.
They can't just be Jordan
We can't
McKenzie
just be
doing
hitting
being
someone.
ass.
Achari does that.
He does stuff.
But then he also can actually make a. I'm not like he's a superstar on offense, but he makes plays.
Do you think it would be sad if by the end of the year we like agree as like a fan base that Achari was the best signing in the free agency with like Strawman, Bobrovsky?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you think it would
That'd
be
be
sad
crazy.
if like Achari was the best signing?
He's been really good.
I mean, he's
though.
been great.
Yeah.
He hasn't had one bad like thing about him.
It's
and
funny.
he plays against top talent. Like it's like crazy how he shuts them
what
down.
do we have? Achari,
Okay.
Connolly.
Wait, let me just get back. Hold on. Dryden Hunt. When he's in the offensive zone, he kind of does like a Malgin thing sometimes where he just skates with the puck. He never uses his defenseman. He never passes it back to the
I like how
defenseman.
Malgin's been
And I
playing.
don't like it. I know. I
like
like
how
Malgin.
Malgin's been playing.
But Dryden Hunt, that's the only thing that kind of bothers me with him. I like their defense. I know the fourth line is not really out there to make the greatest offensive plays, but I would like him better to look at his defenseman because he's sometimes just looking around and passing it to, trying to make a pass that is not there and forcing it to Seaver on the other side of the net or something. That's the only thing. That's just what I was going to say. But they're playing great defensively, so I really can't shit on the fourth line. It's very hard to. They're just a great line.
They're
It's
playing
great
well.
chemistry,
They're
great
playing
everything. And even when Achari was out and Toninato came up, he even played great.
Yeah, he scored.
I don't know if it's the Q effect, but these players like really play. Like they look like they really want to play.
All
you
right.
know?
Can I counter that? I heard about the Q system defense, and we're letting up goals. But I get it. We're playing harder, but like.
The defense
Something's
does look better.
something's
They do look better.
Yeah, but something's off, like somewhere.
There's a lot of puck watching.
It's both ways. It's goalie and defense.
There's
It's
a
both
lot-
ways. It's just I don't know what it is.
Well, there's also a lot of puck luck too. There's a lot of bounces
True.
that are like really weird.
Can I say something? Can I
feel like
rip
they're
on
really
someone
weird.
on defense?
Go.
Yandel.
Yandel? Yeah, I know. It's
Like-
time to move on, I think.
There was a play against the Rangers also where he was skating towards the boards and he just like a guy was gonna come on and check him and he just dumps the puck behind him like blindly and it's a turn. Like he doesn't want to get hit. He doesn't want to hit. It's just
I stick up for Yandel over the past couple of years. I like him still. I do. But with the money, especially with the $10 million going to Bobrovsky, and now no matter what you want to say about Bob, you have that contract for 7 years.
Yeah,
you're
you're
locked
stuck.
in. There's nothing you can really do with that. It's $10 million, and that's it. We went
Yeah.
out, we got the best available. You know what I mean?
yeah, we're locked in with that.
We're locked in. Now with that, you look at Yandel and his 6.3, and there's still 3 years left of that.
Yeah,
This video is really long.
doesn't matter.
I know. It doesn't matter. Exactly.
We won, baby.
Okay, so you're locked in with that. I like Yandel still. He still really gives you good offensive numbers, but I think it might be time to move on. I mean,
It's
you
just
have
hard.
Ekblad looking great. You have Matheson looking better.
Mm-hmm.
I even have to admit, Matheson looks better. He's still
I
it's
think
kind of
Matheson's
shaky, but
gonna
he
be
looks
okay.
better. He looks better.
I think it's just a head case thing with him. Like it's in his head.
His confidence.
Yeah, just something. It's mental for him. That's what I don't
Ekblad
know.
looks confident. as
Yeah,
shit.
no, I'm saying it's
Ekblad, Barkov,
mental.
and Huberdeau look so confident
Yeah.
this year. I feel like they look so strong.
It's just
but
that I don't know what Matheson is the best, probably the best skater on the team.
yeah.
Like
Other than
how-
maybe Vetrano is very fast too.
But like,
Vetrano's a very good skater too.
but I just a couple of years ago in like camp, I saw Matheson skating backwards faster than a couple players, and I'm like, are you serious? Like that's when I was like, this guy's
It doesn't make any
insane.
sense. But
I think he'll put it together eventually. Matheson will just like Ekblad. It's just going to take a little time. And then,
but back to Yandel, I think it's time for even me to say you got to move on. I think it's time to move on.
If we could put a shutdown defenseman there, we don't need all this offense from defense because we're scoring. We have good forwards now.
I see. I don't. The thing with Yandel though, also it's easy for us to just say, it's time to move on. I guess from him. But how do you do it? Because he has a no move clause. You can't. That's another contract. Like Bob, you're locked in. There's nothing you can really do right now. And then we just gave Stroman $5.5 million. Now, someone who I do want to bring up, who we can move on from, and this is probably going to get people pissed on. I can already picture them in my head on Twitter. Hoffman.
Well, yeah.
It's very easy to move on from him.
Well, aren't you going to have a decision, Dadonov or Hoffman?
See, yeah, you got to pick Dadonov.
That's easy.
You got to pick Dadonov.
100%.
Hoffman is
How
free
old is he?
agent at the end of this year. Hoffman is
Dadonov's like 30.
I know. Hoffman's like 28, I think, or 29.
I still go
down.
Dadonov.
27, 29, 30, somewhere around there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we missed our chance to trade him.
Yeah.
We could have traded him and got great return last year when we were shit and
maybe
not going anywhere.
Mm.
But you can't. I don't think you can trade him now because we're playing good. You need him for the playoffs.
Yeah.
You need him. He's a scorer. You need scorers. You need score. You can't just trade him now and then all of a sudden what happens? We're not scoring and then people are going to be like, why did we give away Hoffman? You know what I mean? You can. You just. I don't know. But I can see Tippett being his replacement easily. He's killing it in the AHL. And you know what? Keep him there. Keep him there. I was a little bit mad about Borgstrom going down. No, I'm not done with him. I was a little bit mad about Borgstrom being sent down, but he's killing it now in the AHL too. Let them just play there. We got Boyle. I think Boyle was a pretty good signing. He's defensive. He hits. He gets goals. I mean, he's solid. I think he's been solid. And when I say solid, it's like maybe they're not the most amazing player, but they're doing nothing to hurt us.
Yeah, when I say solid,
they're solid.
Average, at least.
Yeah,
average.
They're solid.
Could be better, but average.
Not hurting us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love it. But yeah, I just don't see how we're going to be able to sign both Hoffman and Dadonov.
No.
And you got to pick Dadonov.
You have to.
You have to pick Dadonov, and I hope it's not for a really long contract.
Because
he's already like 31 right
The problem
now.
is that's like this is his last like multi-year, like more than 3 year.
Hoffman?
No, Dadonov because he's 30.
Probably.
30 is the year where it's like
you're gonna get that big
if
contract.
I sign a 3-year deal, I'm gonna be 33 when it's over. I'm not gonna sign. Most likely, teams aren't gonna give me big money at 33. You know.
See,
So
Hoffman's
he's gonna want
gonna
like
get a
4
big
years.
deal. You know Hoffman's gonna get a big
I
deal.
hope he gets more than we
That's what-
want to offer him.
See, that's what I hate about it because, like I said, we missed our chance to trade him.
Yeah.
Now you got to just stick with him and then lose him in free agency, and we're not going to get anything for him. And you know what? We gave up nothing for him, so
That's true.
We literally gave up a second-round draft pick, I think, when they flip-flopped to San Jose and then to us. So I mean, if we end up re-signing him, I'll be happy. But I think he's one-dimensional.
Yeah, he's just too one-dimensional.
I think there's other players that we can use that $5 million for, or I mean, what he's gonna get, what, $7-8 million maybe in his extension, you know?
Yeah, he's gonna get good money if he scores a lot, which he will probably put up a lot of goals on the power play for us, which you feel like half his goals are over on the power play.
I think all of it.
Most of them are. Yeah.
Anything else you want to bring up?
No,
it's a long episode, but
I don't
we can keep talking. I mean, it was a big win.
If we're
I know
winning,
Panther fans are hyped.
Yeah. If there's more to talk about when it's a better mood when they win.
Do you think there's a big? Do you think it looks like a difference with Quenneville? Do you think there's definitely a difference? Like we look more like confident, like he gets them ready. And stuff, or?
There's in the standings, yeah. I 100% see their effort level is up, but.
Like he's a
what
great coach.
what bothers
it's obvious.
What bothers me? They're winning, but if they play defense how they're playing at the end of the season in the playoffs, we are not going to advance in the first round. Which okay, I'll be happy we make the playoffs, but I want to win a round or two,
There's
to get it going.
There's really a lot of puck watching on defense. There's a lot of players that lose their man. They don't cover the guy right in front of Bob or Monty, whoever's in
It's like they let them just help.
And it's
It's tough.
See, that's what makes me mad because then some people will just take the easy way out and just say, "Oh, Bob sucks. He's letting in 4 goals, 5 goals, or something." But you're watching, and it's look at what's happening. 2 goals in one of the last games that just happened went off Uyghur's stick and someone else's stick, and then it's deflecting. It bounces in, and then you have guys that are just sitting in front of him where Bob or Monty will make the initial save, and then there's someone standing right there. Why is players?
Can we talk
and
about
that's
Uyghur?
Ekblad. And I just said Ekblad is solid.
I mean, they're gonna make mistakes.
I know.
It's a long season. What do you think about Uyghur? That was unlucky, getting hit in the face.
I know.
He was looking.
You know what?
He was looking to the side.
Let's bring up Uyghur. Uygur's been great.
Yeah,
Uyghur has been great. 7th round pick.
Yeah.
And Talon has loved him for so long, and whenever Talon would bring up his name, it got me interested, happy, shit. He keeps calling him. I'm gonna be happy for this guy. And I always stuck up, really like this, him and his development and everything. And he really he came up from the AHL, played 7th D, then he was in our 3rd pairing all season last year. You know what I mean? And now him and Ekblad, dude, him and Ekblad are they're killing it as the top shutdown defensive pair. and with their goals. He's even scoring. He has like 8 points right now, 9 points.
He's been one of our top 2, easily.
I mean, I like that top 4. Ekblad, Uyghur, Stroman, and Matheson. And it's sad that our most paid defenseman is not even getting most minutes. Yandel, I mean, well, actually, Ekblad's the most paid, but Yandel's the second most, and he's on our third pairing. But hey, Hughes using him right, I guess, because he's not putting him out there for big time. You know what I mean? He's giving the more stable defensively players chances. But I mean,
so like we have a lot of points, but elite teams will win these games that we're losing in overtime, which we will eventually. I know we're gonna get better, obviously, because everyone's young. We're with a new coach. But like once we start winning these overtime games, even beating them in regulation. Not having to come back all the time, you know?
I know. That's the only thing that kind of gets me a little nervous. Like, that this could be... We're coming back way too much.
They're definitely fighting, but...
I would like to see a lot of games in a row. Well,
blowouts. I want to see blowouts.
You can... Here's another excuse, I guess. But you can kind of say that... I mean, it's a proven fact. We had the toughest schedule in the whole NHL.
Yeah.
Compared to everyone else. The toughest schedule. We literally, I think we played only 2 teams that are not in a playoff spot.
Right.
Not counting Tampa, I think.
Right.
Like
Tampa,
Devils and
we were down 3 to the Devils.
Rangers. Someone else.
But I know we've played a lot of the top teams.
We've played a lot of top teams, and even though we're getting like some overtime losses to them, we're still hanging with them. You know what I mean? We're hanging with them. But the problem is, we're beating them, and we're maybe losing in overtime.
I hope we don't play down to our competition, because Devils were better.
Detroit was the other team, and we blew them out 4-0. Bob's first shutout of the Panther career.
Yeah, they looked
bad. They look bad. Detroit's bad.
Devils, we had to come back from 3. Rangers,
that was not good. I know. It's a lot of coming. I would like to see the coming back ending. I mean, not that if we're down, we come back. I want to see us still coming back, but I want to see us just.
I don't think we're going to be elite at all this year. I won't say that, but
just got to get into the playoffs. I don't even care. Blues
but I'm
were
saying
never
once we start getting to be an elite team, we'll start winning by 2 goals most of our wins. We won't even have to worry about coming back and making it to the playoff or to overtime in the last like 4 minutes. You know, like, but everything looks good.
Yeah,
as an overall picture. But there's a couple things that could be better, but I'm happy.
Yeah,
I think we're sitting in a good spot. We're sitting in a
really
good spot.
We're sitting tied for second place in the Atlantic.
And
I know we're down.
They say if you're out of a playoff spot by Thanksgiving,
it's kind of hard to
80-something% chance you're not going to.
We're going to be way ahead of a playoff spot by Thanksgiving if we keep this up.
So we're
especially
in a good
with
position.
The games coming up, we have to keep it up. Just keep the foot on the pedal.
Yeah.
And that's it. Just keep going. I mean, we're rolling.
So Barkov put it together. We started, playing better. Now Bob is gonna obviously put it together, and then we're gonna get even way better. So I think we win 3 out of the next 4. We're sitting pretty, honestly.
We could be in first place.
We could
by Thanksgiving.
Because how many are we behind Boston?
2.
Yeah.
We could be in first place.
We have the
Atlantic.
Too?
Yeah.
Okay.
We could be in first place by the time Thanksgiving. I mean, I don't care if we are. This is my motto for this year. I've been through. I know, but I've been through so much losing, being a fan of this team. I don't care anymore how we do it. I just want to win. I know we're saying like stop with so many comebacks, just try to win these games. But if we're winning, I'm happy. I don't even care. I don't care who's in net. I don't care who's playing defense. I don't care if, you know what I mean? I don't care if Montembeault takes the starting position from Bob.
Yeah.
I just want to win. I don't even care. I just want to win, and I want to get into the playoffs, and I want to see this team finally win a championship. Whether it's this year or 3 years in the future or whatever it is, I just want to see us win. I don't even care how they do it anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
And I think if normally when we make the playoffs, the Panthers are a wild card and they come up from behind, you know what I'm saying?
Not really, actually.
No.
We won the Southeast Division in 2012, and then we
won
won the Atlantic in 2016. Every time we made the playoffs in the
Damn.
last like 10
No, I was
years,
thinking-
we won
I was
the
thinking we
division.
missed by 1
I
point.
know, yeah. We won
Or we
the
were
division.
tied.
We
Against
either
someone-
win
was
the
it Montreal
division.
that we missed
Yeah,
the tie?
Philly.
Philly?
I think it was Philly.
I think
Philly
we're
made
going to
it.
start getting some buzz too, like local buzz, which is well needed, obviously, because no one's like, oh man, they're wrong. So I think that's going to be good.
Well,
if
the
we,
newspapers don't care, but I don't really care about that. I really don't care about
but
that.
I mean, I'm seeing on my social media
more people
who are more like
Heat fans, Dolphins
Hurricanes,
and they're talking about the Panthers.
They're like, hey, I just turned on the game. This team's fun. Like,
you know what?
Stuff like that.
Something I want to bring up. It has nothing to do with the Panthers. Well, it does, but
that's fine.
I don't know why, like, Panther fans do this, but like, why do they? I think I've been a victim of doing it maybe a couple times, but like, why don't we say like, oh, the Heat don't have any superstars, the Dolphins suck, the Marlins suck. This is the chance for the Panthers to take over the whole sport. South Florida.
Doesn't matter.
Dude, the Heat look great.
Yeah.
The Panthers look great.
Doesn't matter.
Who cares about the Dolphins and the Marlins? They're tanking. They're done.
Yeah.
And Marlins are done. Dolphins are ruining their tank right now. But
I promise.
Wouldn't we want every South Florida team to be good like Boston? Boston's good every year. Every team.
There's not Boston fans like, oh, the Patriots.
I don't care. Oh, I only want the Bruins to be good.
Yeah.
This is the. You don't want the Panthers to take over all the fans just because every team sucks. You want the Panthers to be really good, so everyone in South Florida likes every sports team.
I don't understand.
Love the Heat, love the Panthers. I mean, I'm not a big fan of basketball, but I'm happy the Heat. I'm happy the Heat are good. Yeah. I'm happy if the Dolphins are good. I'm happy if the Marlins are good. I'm number one is hockey for me, I'm not gonna say like, oh, we can steal their fans. Why?
I promise.
Let's be all good.
Even when the Heat were winning championships and had LeBron, if the Panthers were making the playoffs every year,
people would still be loving them.
Still watch both.
When were they? Did they have LeBron in 2016?
No,
did they
2014 was when he
wasn't it 2012?
Yeah, he was on the
and people were so happy about the Panthers, and that was when the Panthers went to the playoffs.
That was the Heat's
and
best
people were
season.
so into the Panthers. Also, it was the Heat and the Panthers taking over South Florida.
I think they both. I think they both make the playoffs again like that.
This year?
Yeah.
You think? Yeah, I think so. The Heat look good.
Yeah.
But this ain't the Heat, the Pucking Heat podcast.
That's no. I'm just saying. I'm saying the both teams look good.
I know. I just wanted to bring that up because it seems like weird to me. If anyone's still watching the video by this point,
don't root for against your, if you're
let's
not from South Florida, whatever. But
let's have everyone in South Florida be good,
But you don't need to compare oh, this is our chance. If you win, people are gonna watch you.
This is our chance, exactly. South Florida's gonna watch.
Any city in the country, if you have a team that's winning, people are gonna go to your games. It's just that simple.
All right, is there anything else you want to bring up? I mean, we're happy. We're rolling. I think we look good. I mean, the overtime losses are a little bit affecting me, but at the same time, we're getting the points. At least we got a point.
I mean, at least we got a point.
I know. I
We missed the
playoffs because at least we got a point.
We said at least we got a point.
No. But I feel like, okay, something I will bring up. I feel like we've already had at least 3 games this year where it's those type of games that you look back at the end of the year when we make the playoffs by a couple points, if we do, you know what I'm saying? And you look back and you say, holy shit, those were the games that they won that got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boston, Devils.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Devils.
Devils was a huge win too, and we should have never been losing that game, and we came back. And there's other ones, but I can't think of them off the top of my head, but
I'm just thinking ones that we got back to overtime.
We're gonna look at the end of the year, and when we make the playoffs, if it's like by maybe 2 points or something, you look back at that Devils game and especially the Boston game last night, and you say those were the wins that gave us those extra points.
How many overtime losses do we have? 5?
9, 4, and 5.
See, even if we split, if we win 2 of those
we're already
tied,
in first place. We're in first place.
Yeah.
If you win 2 of those overtime losses,
that's all, and that's not even half. That's not even half of your overtime.
Just take 2 of those.
Take 2 of those away. And how many did we lose in shootout?
2.
2?
Barkov can't score.
He didn't even go yesterday.
I know. He was the next one to go, Q. So
that's
what they all say.
Coach speak.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. It's a smart play.
Okay, anything else? Anything else to bring up?
No, I think we covered every single position. Yeah, I think we're good. Play Winnipeg, then the Rangers. I think Winnipeg is gonna be tough.
I think they're winnable games.
No, yeah, of course. But,
I think our next 4 are winnable.
Winnipeg is going to be the most difficult.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah, I'm good. So you're good.
I'm good.
All right, no more PSA to yell at the fans.
I'm not yelling at them. I'm just giving my opinion.
You're yelling at them, whatever.
I'm just giving my opinion.
All right, so from the Pucking Panthers podcast, I'm Ryan.
I'm Alex.
We'll see you after our next 3-game winning streak.